Hello everyone, this is Jyoti Shuran, and in today's video we have Sanjana with us, and she'll be discussing about how to do multiple internship while you're doing your PhD program. So welcome Sanjana.
You.
So before starting the video, can you please tell us your brief background? And she's a final year PhD student in IST at Penn State, and other background you can give.
Yes, of course. So I'm a fifth year PhD student at College of Information Sciences and Technology at Penn State. Before this, I completed my bachelor's in computer science and engineering at Shiv Nagara University in India.
Okay, so why did you decided to do your PhD in IST after doing your computer science engineering? Because people have this perception if you finish your computer science, you have like, very high paying jobs. So why did you decided to, pursue your PhD?
Well, I did get a high paying job, but I had, during my third and fourth year, I had started to do research. I was working in educational technology, and it's a cause that I felt deeply about and resonated with. And that kind of introduced me to the world of human computer interaction. And then one of my mentors recommended that I apply for PhD and see if I really am enjoying research. It might be a good avenue for me, so that sort of prompted me to reach out to a lot of faculty and professors around the world. And somehow things worked out with College of IST at Penn State with Dr. Rawson. It felt like the right opportunity at the time.
So Sanjana, you're working in human computer interaction. So can you please tell like what is this field and what do you work on?
Absolutely. So, computer science is basically, like you think about development, you think about coding, you think of like you have these applications and AI nowadays and things like that. But the way you receive all of these interactions is through the interface of human-computer interaction. And that's basically what we study. We study how people interact with any kind of technology. It has a limitation of saying computers, but these days a lot of things are computers. Your mobile phones, your smart devices at home, your any interaction that you have with AI on the internet, social media, all of these are modes of technology, and we kind of understand and analyze how people interact with technology. So how to best design that technology to be accessible, user friendly, and easy to use.
Okay, Sanjana, now let's come to the main topic of the video. Can you please tell us like how many internship you did and where you did your internship and in which year of your PhD?
Right, I have done three internships throughout my PhD. Two of them have been industrial internships, and one has been an academic. The two industrial internships I did in my second and third year, and my academic internship was last year, which is my fourth year.
So can you tell us where you did your internship?
Yeah, my two industry-oriented internships were at the startup called as Data Miner,
Mm.
which works on crisis informatics, and my third internship, academic internship, was with University of Pennsylvania, the Penn HCI lab with Dr. Denai Mataska.
Okay, so Sanjana, can you please tell us like what was your job role when you were doing your internship, and was it like were they paying you while doing an internship?
Right. Almost all internships in US are paid, so they were paying me while I was doing the internship. My designation was of a research science intern with the Human AI innovation team, and that's exactly what we did. We were a subpart of the AI innovations team, and we contributed in the way of how the AI technology was interacting with humans, be it human in the loop or the end user. And that's basically what I did my research in the industry context in.
Okay. So is it like really common for PhD student to go for internship and that also industrial internship?
I think I'd like to break this into two things. It's very common for engineering sciences students to do internships, especially if they are considering a future in industry. When they want to pursue a future in academia, they generally go for more academic internships. But yeah, it's very common to do internships overall during your PhD. But for science PhDs, I think it's not as common simply because their experiments run over years and semesters. And so they kind of need to be around the lab, physically and geographically located, to run those experiments.
Yes. So also one more thing, can you please tell us the process of how did you landed up these amazing internship opportunities?
Right. So there were two different things. For my industry internship, I think LinkedIn was the platform I heavily used. I got in touch with researchers who were working on the similar topics and similar things that I was working on, and through that, I met one of my mentors at Data Miner, and they recommended I apply for the fall internship that their company had, and through like a 3 round interview process is how I got that internship the first time, and the second time I'd already kind of worked with them. So we had another like round of interview before the internship, but they more or less knew my work and my skill set. So that was a easier round to crack. For my academic internship, it was majorly through cold emailing and reaching out to faculty that again aligned with what I wanted to do next and what my relevant experience and skill sets were. And so reaching out to other research labs that were in the same area, and professors and faculty was really helpful.
Okay. So also Sanjana, like, do you think like doing these type of internship while you're doing your PhD helps you in later part of in the process of getting jobs, whether it's in industry or academic?
Yeah, so I think it really depends on what you want to do after your PhD. If you're looking for more academic roles, doing academic internships really helps. Having those collaborations might even lead to like future recruiters. Same for industry. If you're wanting to go into industry and you've done industry internships, it might lead to your future company and just relevant experience for any future applications that you fill out. But I would definitely note and say a thing. I did both industry and academic internships, and I think that really helped me, especially coming directly from my bachelor's and doing my PhD, to sort of understand what I enjoy more and what kind of future career direction that I want to go into. So take your PhD as a time to like explore and figure things out for yourself in what kind of roles and jobs do you ideally see yourself working in.
Okay. One more thing which we learned from Sanjana's interaction is like collaboration is really important and it doesn't matter from which college you are. For example, कई लोगों का होता है कि उनको बहुत अच्छा कॉलेज नहीं मिलता है. But then they are, disappointed कि QS ranking में इतना होना चाहिए, इतना होना चाहिए. So will you elaborate on this? Like, does it really matter, especially in US? Like, if you're a good student, but somehow you get not that good university. But if you're a good researcher, can you do collaboration?
I think the short answer to that would be yes, you can. But the longer answer is it does play a little bit of a role in like how many responses you will get, who all will respond to you. I think if for a PhD, it really matters who your advisor is more than what your institute is. If your advisor is someone who has a reputation or likes to collaborate, I think that's great because then they would be known in their network of or area or domain that you're researching in. So when you reach out to potential collaborators, that's the name behind you and that really helps. But if you're someone who doesn't have an advisor who collaborates a lot, you can still look for collaborations and reach out to people. And then I think a little bit the university plays a role. But even then, I would say that a lot of professors are really approachable, would most likely respond to you one way or the other. And it doesn't hurt to reach out at all.
Okay, Sanjana, thank you for the interaction. Do you have any last advice for people who are looking for internship while doing their PhD?
Yeah, I would say like do not hesitate in like reaching out to other faculty, professors, or even like researchers in the industry. Make sure you align your work to their work because if it's relevant, there's definitely a way stronger chance of them reaching out to you. Try to be honest about like if you're trying to pivot and move to one direction or the other. Try to be honest about the fact that you're pivoting and these are your relevant skill sets. But I guess, yeah, reaching out to as many people and networking and talking to as many people as possible is definitely the ideal step to take.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching this video. And for more such information, keep watching YourPedia. Thank you everyone, and thank you, Sanjana.
All right.